Okay, let us start. Father in heaven, we are grateful to you. We are so thankful. Thank you for another opportunity. Thank you for another Sunday, another week, a brand new week that you have given unto us. Thank you for helping us throughout last week. Thank you for sleeping and waking up, our moving up and down, our eating. So many things we did. We committed from one place to the other. You have kept us in your mercy. Lord God Almighty, we say thank you. Tonight, we're about to continue learning one or two things that will help our lives so that we live healthier lives and we live fulfilling lives. My God and my Father, my prayer is that you help us as we go into it. Help us to put what we learn into practice into our own lives and then help other people. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, Abba Father. We give you all the glory. We give you all the praise. For in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yes, this is Great Life with Dr. Afoma. I will sincerely welcome you. If you can hear me clearly, please can you indicate by typing a 111 on the chat. If you can hear me clearly, please can you type 111? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I sincerely welcome you, Dame Irene Ifejika, John Ifejika, Maureen Osofia, Chinyere Osofia, Sister Catherine Umeke, Elder Chukwemeka Michael, and Uju Biora. Thank you for coming and coming early too. I want us to be fast today. Even if we don't finish what we have today, maybe by next week we'll conclude it. My name is Dr.Favour, Afoma, and by God's grace, I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos. That was 15 years ago. And I was called to the Ministry of Health and Wellness in the year 2017. In 2018, the Lord gave us Uncle Food Challenge, which will begin tomorrow. What we are beginning tomorrow is the Global Uncle Food Challenge, where everybody in all parts of the world, we do it together. Many of us will be doing it as a lifestyle. It is starting tomorrow, the 23rd day of March. It will get to the 29th, next Sunday. Why it is supposed to be from next Monday, but that Monday will be Passion Week that will culminate into Easter. So we want to leave it for people to do their activities the way they want to do it. That's why we moved it a little bit forward. So we are starting it tomorrow. Any 3 days of your choice. If you are new, go without eating anything cooked in fire by fire through fire. If you are old, you can still do the same 3 days, or you can do 2 days, or even 1 day. The most important thing is that you have trained yourself to always do that. Somebody told me anytime she's feeling bloated, anytime she's feeling heavy, anytime she's feeling drowsy, anytime she's not feeling herself, she will quickly go on this, and it has helped her. And I concur with her. It helps. It do help. Then in 2019, the Lord told me to start this program, Great Life with Dr. Afoma. This Great Life started on the 22nd day of September 2019, and it has been running. Today is our episode 330, to show you we have been consistent. So I thank all of you that's been showing up. I appreciate you. It's not easy to always show up. There are other things. For me, there was something I usually watch on Sundays. But when this program came from that 2019, I stopped watching that thing by 8 o'clock. So I know you may have left something else to be here, and I'm not taking it for granted. Thank you so much. Now, last week, we dealt on discipline. I was talking to my children yesterday because once a week I have a meeting with them virtual meeting. So I was telling them, if you didn't follow me on Great Life with Dr. Afoma last week, make sure you go back and watch that episode. I've watched it twice, Discipline. And I tell you the truth, I began to do certain things differently, despite the fact that I was the one that anchored that program, because I knew there are some areas in my life where I've not been as disciplined as I would have wanted to be. It's been helping me. Tonight, we are going to look at 10 things to improve your life daily. 10 things you always do to improve your life daily. And these 10 things, they are an adaptation from one man. He's late now. The name of the man is Miles Moro. You see, they brought our light now. And I'm not stopping this program because I may stop it. They may take the light again. So, excuse me. It's an adaptation from one of his teachings. 10 things that you have to put into consideration if you want your life. And it's not 10 things you do once in a month. It's 10 things you do daily. I will run the 10 things. I will run through them and we'll take them one by one. Even if we do take 5 today, next week we may complete the other 5. Or if you can take the whole, no problem. So number one thing, so if you are joining us for the first time, I don't know, I've thanked the people that joined. I think there are other people that joined that the bell Ezekiel is here, former Monica and the former Mosu. We are looking at 10 things to improve your life daily. Number one is your mindset. I will run through them and then we'll take them one after the other. Because when I saw it, it helped me. I just stumbled on it on YouTube. I listened to it. I said, no, this thing is supposed to be vital for my people. So I went back, checked it, and I began to write. I will listen and write. So number one is your mindset. Number two is your health. You know, anybody that is sincere and the person wants to tell you the truth and the person excludes your health into anything concerning this life, that person is not being honest with you. He's being so economical with the truth. So number one is your mindset. Number two is your health. Number three is your skills. Number four is your relationships. Number five is your focus. Number six is your habits. Number seven is your knowledge. Number 8 is your resilience. Number 9 is your creativity. And then number 10 is your contribution to the world. These 10 things, he said, if you can improve on them daily, work on them daily, that you will see your life taking a leap. It may not be boom, leap, but by the time you know it, you see so many things aligning. And one of the things this thing will do for you, it will give you a fulfilled life. You know, you may have all the money in the world, you may have all the luxury, but once there is emptiness in your inner being, you will not be fulfilled. So let's take the first one, your mindset. He said, your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in your garden is what you harvest. Your mind is like a garden. He said, in your mind are the things that will shape your life. Whether you want to believe positive things, maybe about God, let me put it now, about God, or positive things about Satan, or positive things about health, and positive things about illness. You know, if you keep on thinking about health, you'll be healthy. But if you keep up on thinking about sickness, especially when you hear the word cancer, hey, any little thing, hey, habiana, you know, you may not know it, but it will begin to form that your mindset will begin to exude those kind of feelings. when my, I like to use myself as an example. When my mindset shifted about poverty and prosperity was when I read a book by Sam Adeyemi, Reverend Sam Adeyemi of Daystar Christian Center. Reverend Sam, he's a doctor now because he has a PhD now. I read a book about Sam explaining the place of imagination, that anything that you constantly focus your attention on, you may not know, you will begin to become that. You know what I did? I went and got a poster, poster. I went and got poster and placed it on top on my bedroom door. You know what is written on that poster? And they glorify God in me. From glory to glory, and they glorify God in me. And there was a small car, brand new car, in that, the power of visual. If you cannot visualize it, you can hardly have it. You cannot feature in the future. You cannot feature that. You cannot operate in the future you did not picture. When I saw that from Sam Adeyemi, I say, yeah, how do I come out of this quagmire? Because I was in total mess. I was in total quagmire. I don't eat what I want. I only eat what I see. I don't wear the clothes I want. I wear what I could afford. I wasn't living in a house where I like, but I was living where I can afford. You understand? So that's Sam's book. I will look for that, the title of the book. It began to shift my focus, shift my mindset that Afoma, forget about what is happening around you. You can rise again. You can be somebody. You can fulfill destiny. You can become what God wants you to become. Just relax. So when that thing, I began to change. Anytime I didn't eat the kind of food that I want, I will say it. This food, I'm eating you not because I like to eat you, but because it's what I can afford. So that was how so many things began to change. It didn't happen just immediately. Anything that's quick, it's not good. When God created Adam, he wanted Adam to be a savior of humankind. Adam disappointed. So he had to create the second Adam as a baby Jesus. And he grew through the tenets and the milestones, and he was able to save the world. Now, your mindset is very, very important. Your mind is your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Choosing empowering thoughts over negative ones, you have to do that by yourself. Nobody will do that for you. Some people will say, okay, let me give us an example. Somebody is sick or having pain. You can only do face like this to support that person in pain, but you can't go and take out the pain from that person and say, oh yeah, give me the pain. But if it's load, maybe the person is carrying load on her head or his head, maybe the person is carrying this thing, and you feel that this thing is heavy on him, you can say, let me help you, can help that person. But you see pain, you can't. So you see mindset, you have to begin to change your mindset. You may be down today, physically, or you have injury. Let that thing not become your final reality. That's number one. Number two, your health. Your body is the vehicle. We treated your body, your vehicle. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life. If the vehicle is broken down, how will you go anywhere? If the vehicle is broken down, that's your body. If I'm not okay now, I won't come here. But what I will say, Great Life with Dr. Afoma will continue next week. Sorry for the inconveniences because I wasn't feeling fine. Now, your health, ability to improve, just ability to improve it. You are not supposed to go and do marathon. It's not marathon. It's small, consistent choices you make over time. What one of my mentors told us, Reverend Sama Akinyemi told us, we need more education, not more medication. I tell you, if you go to so many of them living overseas, if you see how they pride themselves, if you get to their table, so many drugs. So I would be wondering, do these people understand the implication of these drugs on their body? Because the cardiologist told me every drug is a potential poison. She told me that. She said, no, Dr. Molisa, pay attention. Every drug is a potential poison. And every drug, if you don't take care, it will begin to affect your liver and your kidney. Now, he said, he's not taking a marathon about health. We are starting a program on Tuesday, Wellness with Dr. Afoma, and we're taking it from the basis, from the beginning. You know, one of the things that I love about me, I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm not telling you something as using medical terminologies. We have a doctor in that our group. It was even that doctor that will be telling me, Dr. Afoma, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. Because he told me, if I had met you before, I wouldn't have had stroke. He had stroke. But if you look at him now, you wouldn't even know he had it. Because he said there were so many things he was doing and, you know, he felt it doesn't matter. My supervisor, and when I went to School of Alternative Studies, the man that supervised me in my advanced studies, he was a medical doctor. He died from the complications of diabetes. And he supervised me on diabetes, a food disease. He was the one that supervised me. I took most of the literature from his shelf. But yet he died. And where did he die? He died in a church. A medical doctor, I'm telling you. If you see him, very hefty. So I asked him one day, you know what he told me? He said he doesn't have control over food. A medical doctor. So that you have a PhD, you're a professor, you're a doctor, you are a lawyer. It doesn't, discipline is at the base. So once you understand that your body is your vehicle of all your dreams, all your aspirations, and you must put that vehicle in order, the better for you. You can't just go now. You want to travel from Lagos to East. You didn't check your car. You didn't check the tires. You didn't check the oil. You didn't service the car. The car may break down before Shagamu, and you'll be stopped. So that's the way it is with our health. So you can begin to make small choices. Tony Akinyemi went on to say, health does not flow from a bottle. Health does not flow from a bottle or a syringe. Health is lifelong decisions and choices we make every day. It's not the decision you make today and you make another one next year. What are the decisions? You prefer water to sugary drinks. You prefer climbing the staircase to using elevator. You prefer going to bed earlier, maybe 15 minutes earlier, so that you can get enough sleep. It's not only about your physical body. It's also about the energy you get. When you are well, one of the ways you know that your body is not okay, you don't have energy. Maybe you sleep and wake up in the morning, you are tired. You are always irritable. You are not happy. Somebody called me one day, say, does anything disturb you as a person? I said, me, so many things are around that want to disturb, but I sit on them. The way I'm sitting on this chair, I sit on them because I'm a master of circumstances and situations. I'm coming to resilience because resilience is one of them. Those small changes you make every day. You sleep better, you move more. Movement is not about taking a marathon. You just move around. Maybe from your room, there's one video somebody sent to me, one of us in Healthy Race, she sent it to me. I was even wondering, why didn't she send it to Healthy Race? I will send it. The man that made that video is 102. 102. He said he has seen people, he had buried people have died, he would be holding people, they die. And they did not die because it is their time to die. But because there are certain things they afraid to do concerning their health. You know, when we are talking, at a point, I would say, people will die around me like this. I will be so discouraged. I say, keep noise here, dear. But something will tell me, Afoma, did I tell you to stop? Anything I ask you to do, do it. Maybe you save one person, another person will save another person will save another. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. That's why I say, okay, let me continue. Now, you have only one body in this life. Treat it as an important aspect. Nourish it and take care of your body. You know, many of us we are not merciful to our body. I told us yesterday, I went to the Ikoyi registry for somebody's marriage. So when we finished, they took us to one restaurant at VI for lunch. The first thing they gave us was pepper soup with yam. They cut that yam small. It was so beautiful. So I was just thinking, because I took something before I went, and I was drinking water. But at that point, I was hungry because I don't like staying, you know, you are just staying somewhere because you can't just be moving up and down like that. So when I took that pepper soup, it was so tasty. I was just taking it. You know what I said? I will see how far when I get home. You know what will tell me whether that thing I took was okay? My stomach. By the time it was night, there was a rumbling in my stomach. I knew that it's not diarrhea. There were things in that bell pepper soup, both the rice I ate, both the chicken and fish I ate that ordinarily I don't eat. So there was a reaction in my system. But I said, okay, because yesterday, you know what I told the woman? I said, I will come home, but I won't drive. I carry my car to her house. Bam. She told me that her brother is coming. So the brother came. I entered the brother's car. They carried us because the sun yesterday was scorching. And we were the second people that left. So we stayed there for a long time. If not that I was with her, you know, gisting with her, you know, time was passing. Can you imagine? We went there around 9:30. We left there. When did we leave there? We left there around 2, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 5 hours. Now, the third aspect, if you are joining us, we are discussing the things you are supposed to do to help you in your life every blessed day. If you are joining us, we sincerely welcome you. I may not go back to welcome all the people, but we are talking about 10 things to do to improve your life daily, not weekly. We've discussed mindsets. Now, the second one is your health. You do exercise. You know, anybody that will tell you not to do exercise is not jumping up and down. Walking is exercise. If you can swim, it's exercise. If you can do yoga, it's exercise. If you can play table tennis, it's exercise. If you can play lawn tennis, it's exercise. Anything that will make your body move, it's exercise. You can't just see your body anytime you stay so much. The first reason that 102 man gave people die is the chair. They don't move about. He said the chair. You know, there was some researches that were conducted. They said that the modern day smoking is the chair. You see the chair I'm sitting on? It's like, you may say you are not smoking, but you are sitting down most of the time. The person that is smoking, what that smoke is doing to that body is what this chair is doing to you. They call it modern day smoking, chair. So anytime you sit down on a chair, 1 hour, 2 hours, get up. Just move to the other side, move to the other side, look for something, raise your hand, no, do anything, go to the restroom, exercise yourself. We just make sure that there's movement, then you come back. Many of us, our jobs don't permit us to do that, but you have to consciously do that. When I was in Unilag for my PhD, at times I would be on with my laptop like this. I will not remember. I will be seated for 10 hours. When I remember it, hey, I wasn't called to the ministry then because I got my PhD 2011. This ministry came 2017. But when I remember it, I would just tell myself, I've sat for a long time. I will just move. You know, I was confined to a room. I was living in a room like a student in University of Lagos. So I would just walk around, go to the toilet, come out, look through the window. I may come out the balcony, go and come and start because I have a target. Maybe I said these things, I must finish it because my PhD thesis, the people that type, they didn't type for me. I typed 268 pages by myself because the woman I understudied it told me, you better type it because the time you will write it on paper, give them to type, they will make mistake. But if you are typing, you are even reading it. You are even reading it. So I typed my PhD thesis. I thanked myself. You know the way people acknowledge people. I acknowledge Afoma. Let's go ahead. Number 3, your skills. Your skills. What do you do with your skills? Hone them. Make sure you improve on them. You hone the skills that are crucial to your success. Make practice. Make sure that you practice. If you are singing, sing. If you are reading books, make sure that you read. It's not that you get one book and finish it. Just develop that attitude of reading for 10 minutes every day, no matter what it is, provided it's in line with what you are gunning for. Excellence is not an act. You see, excellence is not an act. It is just a habit. You understand? Once you stop growing, you start dying. They say that a man at 80 that reads is better than somebody at 20 that doesn't read. The moment, and you see the brain is made up of so much. If you want to keep your brain active, make sure you are learning new things every day, doing new things and improving on the things you already know. Now, yesterday I went to get chicken droppings. I told us I just went and put yam that yam omeji. I got yam, put it on the table, started growing. So I said, this yam, you want to grab it? I cut the head. I took it because my cousin, Mrs. Osofia, told me she did yam in her compound. The day I brought the yam, I showed many of us on Facebook. People will be asking me, why do you usually do a lot of things? Because I don't want to be idle. When you are idle, they say that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. You begin to do things that you don't want. You see these people that are addicted to pornography, people that are addicted to masturbation. It's an art. It's a habit. They may just stumble on it on their phone one day. They watch. Tomorrow they watch again. By the time you know it, they're addicted. So I always use my time to make sure that I do something profitable. I do something in line. Now, what I told myself, you must be reading. Every day you must be reading. And you must always get to do what is in line with your call. You see, my call is to talk about health and wellness. So what did I do? Last 2 weeks, I just sat down. I was just thinking, oh, in short, after the death of my supervisor that slumped and died in Unilag, my PhD supervisor, Professor Kuhn, I was so unhappy because that man died without having a child after 25 years of marriage. Then another woman also died in America. She was living with her husband here. She went for greener pastures. She died there. They didn't have a child. So I began to, what's the fuse about all these things now? I was so discouraged. I said, what kind of thing is this now? So the Lord said to me, you are not reaching enough people. You may not reach all the whole world, but that's your space. Begin to talk to people. I say, how do I bring them? Because many of them are afraid of doing Uncle challenge to come to healthy race. He said, oh yeah, open up another avenue where people can come in. So that is why I was saying, what do I call it? He said, wellness with Dr. Afoma. That was how that thing came to be. I'm telling you the truth. the way I usually get all these things. It's not that I will go and think. No. So I said, okay, how do I do? He said, create a group. Just begin to talk about it like somebody that's mad. You saw I'm talking about it. Somebody said, nah, man, yeah, Dr. Afoma, some people will jump in and jump out because they may not understand, especially people that didn't know the way I do my things until I said, okay, when can we do? Some people say Sunday. I told them Sunday is out of it. Some people say Saturday. I say Saturday is out of it. That's anytime Monday to Friday. So some people say Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Some people say Thursday, Wednesday, Friday. I just sat there. I said, Holy Spirit, what do I do? He said they've agreed on time. You give them the date. That was why I said Tuesday, then we rest on Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday. You understand? So now, make sure that if you are good at talking, improve on your public speaking. If you are good at reading, make sure you read something. You can begin to write. You have so much inside of you that you may think, Onyegago, I tell you, people are selling books and books are still going. You can do ebook. You can do hardcover. Me, I like hardcover books. Let me show you one book. This book, you see this book. This book is about this woman, Range. The name of the book is Range. I saw this book online. I read about it and I bought this book. When I bought this book, I bought it, I think 3,500. She even autographed it because if I buy from the author, it's not that I'll tell them to do that. She said, live as if your life is rigged in your favor. Afoma, live as if your life is rigged in your favor because it is. She signed it. This woman, I bought this book. Yeah. What year now? I think, yeah, I usually write, I must see. Okay, I think I bought this book about 2017. This book, because I was still they brought this book at my office. I paid for courier. They brought it. So you see, I can now go back to this book and read because I love hard copy books. I'm not saying that I still have books, e-copy, e-book, the ones you can read on Kindle or on phone, but I like hard copies. So if you know that your experience, maybe as a single mother, as a widow, you can sit down, package it. There are people that will help you to fine-tune it. And you sell it, you make money. That's how people do multiple streams of income. So what is that skill you have? You may be good with teenagers. You have counseled teenagers. And these are their recurrent challenges. Every day, people are coming to teenage age because as far as people are getting married, people will be having children. That was what I looked at yesterday, people coming to do marriage. One boy like this, the earring he was wearing is bigger than my own, with tattoo all over. If you see one fat Oyibo woman he carried to come to register, Jesus Christ, come and see. There are no kinds of dress you will not see. Some will wear something that, you know what was coming in my mind? See these people, gaily dressed, happy, getting married. What causes marriages not to last? What causes marriages to break? So you yourself that you have an idea, you can put it into writing. You understand? Nowadays, it's not the time you finish from the beginning to end. There are people, editors, a writer's coach, they will help you to fine-tune it and present it well. So what is that thing that you can do well? Please go ahead and hone that skill. If you are joining me for the first time, this is Great Life with Dr. Afoma, and it ends every Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. As I was coming in, somebody called me, chatted me from Uganda, because I was in Uganda in 2013, 2023. I don't know whether she's here. She said, I couldn't join. And then when I checked, our 8 o'clock is their 10. So I told her I was just sending out the invites. around 6. So she said it was 8 there. That was when I knew that we are 2 hours difference from Uganda. She told me it was 8. I say it was 6 here. So it will be their 10. So please make sure you improve on what you're doing. Then number 4 is relationships. You know, last week we talked about discipline with relationship. You know, I keep saying, it's not that I keep saying it, but it keeps occurring to me about relationship. Talking to me personally, there are some relationships that I need to fine tune. There are ones I need to drop because they are no more serving the purpose. They are no more serving the purpose. And there are some relationships I will cultivate because every day, as far as you are living, human beings are social entities. You must communicate with people. There are some younger people now I'm friends with. In short, my editor, the girl that's editing my book, is a young girl. Don't know whether she's up to 25. I just chat. There was something that happened in one place. Somebody said, I don't know how to do it. I said, me too. She came to my DM, said, can I help you to do it? I said, yes. So after some time, she told me I didn't even do it. After some time, she said, Mommy, have you done it? I said, it's true. Let me go and do it. I didn't know how to do it. She said, just screenshot, send to me. I will show you. So she did, you know, these children, they can do anything with AI and the rest. She would then tell me, she puts arrow, click on this, do this, do this, do this. When I finish, she said, yes, you got it. So at the end, she just said to me, can I save your number, ma? I am editor's coach. I edit books for people, that. I said, By the time I said, this is the time, I contacted that girl. She's the one doing it. I just needed a publisher. That's why I announced it. So please make sure that it's not about, when I talk about relationships, not about romantic relationship like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Relationship with your colleagues, with your friends, in your family, you know. And many people don't know that they have relationship with their own selves. Some people don't love themselves, and that's a very bad thing. I tell people, we thrive on connection. How can what the relationship we talk about, how can I add value to somebody's life today? How can I be a better listener? Some people don't know how to listen. This afternoon, I had a conversation with a young man. I won't go into details, but the moment he spoke to me, I just called him. You know, the right thing, when you call somebody, you introduce yourself first. You don't say, am I speaking with? Introduce yourself. So when I called and he picked the call, I said, my name is Dr. Afoma. And then I'm calling you from Lagos, Nigeria. Am I speaking with so? He said yes. So I began the conversation. By the time we were going, because I told him we will have this conversation for 1 hour, he began to see certain things he wasn't doing right. So by God's grace, added something. You know, listening is a skill. Some people can't listen. They find it difficult to somebody is talking. Listening is a skill. I listen because I discovered as a counselor, if you ask close question, how are you? The person will tell you fine. But if you ask open-minded question, you allow the person to talk. At a point, when I told him, talk to me, he said, is it not better I will ask him question? He will be answering. I said, no, I have done that. Ab initio. It's a strategy. As a counselor, I said, I've done that. Just talk to me now. It's now left for me. So when I was talking, you were listening and you were answering. Now talk to me. So he will talk. At a point, I will interject. I just want to make sure what he said is what I got. I was writing down those things. because the conversation will continue. You understand? So by the time I told him certain things, you know what he told me? I think I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. I did not tell him he wasn't doing well. He was the one that told me. In short, he even told me he repeated second year because his CGPA. The first thing I asked him, what was your CGPA? Or what is your CGPA? Does it fall into first class, 2-1, 2-2, third class, pass? Because these are the categories. Either you made the first class, or you make 2-1, or you make 2-2, or you make third class, or you make pass, or fail. Okay, fail is there. He told me it was my neighbor is calling me that there's light. He didn't know that I knew. He told me that he's in third class. So I told him, do you know you can improve to maybe 2-2? He said, yes, ma'am. Then I gave him an assignment because I will speak to him tomorrow. I gave him an assignment. The assignment I gave him, he should list out what he should do to improve on, because there are things he told me about school to improve. I reiterated it. I asked him again, do you get my assignment? He repeated it. I said, yes, you got it. Then I gave him another assignment. So your relationships, how do you relate with people? How do you relate with people? Do you show empathy? Where I'm living, my landlady did not show me empathy. But I knew I was relating with her well. And I knew I didn't do anything wrong. Do you know, at the end of the day, she came back to apologize to me because I expected that. When you are dealing with any human being, deal with that human being righteously. The person may not even show, it may not even understand, but that thing will come back to you as a seed, as a harvest. Anything you do for people, it's a seed you sow. It's a seed you sow. Now, how success is not a solo journey. You need a good team. You can't live life alone. When you were born, people helped you, from the midwife to the doctor to this person that helped you to clothe you, to do all those. When you will die, people will still help you. So all your life, I hope we are still hearing me. All your life, people, you must be interacting with people. Please, if you are following the conversation, can you please type 333? Just let me tell my neighbor that I'm aware they brought lights, that I have a program. Okay. Just, he thought maybe I'm sleeping. That's why he's calling me. Just he will keep calling me. Just tell him I'm aware. You see, it's my neighbor, but he's calling me. Some people will not care. Program. You see that thing I'm talking about is relationship. He's the other compound, but he knew that I usually come when they bring light. I know I told us they just brought our light, but I don't want to go because then I may just go off it, come back, they will take it. Because we are good neighbors, he had to call me. That's what I'm talking about. Relationships. Some people, they're on their own. Loneliness is not that you are living alone. Loneliness is that you don't see anybody to reach out to. That is loneliness. You don't have anybody to reach out to when certain things happen. So number 5 is your focus. 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 Okay. I think I've concluded relationships. Success is not a solo journey. You need a good team. The higher you go, the more you need support system. Support system. At the end of your life, it's not about how much money is in your bank account. It's about the lives you touched. The lives you touched. Another person is calling me again. Who is that person? An artisan close to my street, in this my street. He was the one that helped me to harvest the yam. And he told me that he can help me and that I have space. He can help me and do yam in bags. So I said, okay, let me go and bring cement bags. He said, no, doctor, go and bring rice bags so that we'll fill it with sand and chicken droppings. I will help you to do it very well. And I'll sow the yam. The yam will be big when you get it. And they are organic yam. I'm from Plateau. He's the one calling me. But some people, when you see them too much, gree. I tell you the truth. My neighbor, number 6, did gree when I came. I left her. I said, this woman doesn't know me. She will come and park her car in front of my house. People will come to my house. They will be looking for where to park their cars. I just looked away. 2025, I looked away. 2025, she continued. You know, I didn't talk to her. I went and brought a bricklayer. Went and brought iron bender. Cut iron. Went and brought bag of cement. Then cement was 5,500, 2,750 a bag. There were sand they used for something in this house. Her car was still parked there. I told them, don't worry. The moment she came and removed the car, I called all those people. I've already gone to iron bender. They told me to go and do what they call action on that rod because they wanted to buy rod. I said, come, I have rod. I have pipe. By the time the woman came back in the evening, I've already put that in, so she couldn't park there. She did gra. You know what she did? She went to local government, reported, and they came. NEPA is back. You see, many people telling me that NEPA is back. To show you relation, at least Father in heaven is bearing me witness. My generator is on. That's why they are calling me to show me that NEPA is back. Relationship. By the time this one knew, one day I parked the car because I stopped her parking there. When the people came, they said there's nothing. That let her park in front of her house. They even told the owner of the house. They said, if as far as Dr. Molisa is living there, she's the owner of that house. So if I am the owner, she will come and park there. The woman said, nobody should disturb me. That my landlady that let her behave somehow. Do you know this, my neighbor? One day I parked in front of my house here. She just came and went down the glass. He said, good morning, ma. You know me, if I forget somebody, I will raise that person from my heart. That's the way my system operates. So I didn't even know where I met her again. So I looked at her. I said, good morning, ma. She was looking at me. I said, okay, my neighbor. She said, yes, ma. I said, my neighbor that we fought. She started laughing. She said, we didn't fight. I said, we fought now. She went to report me at the Keneko, at local government. She laughed. I said, now we are friends, Abi. We are sisters because she's Igbo. But when I came to live here, I want to greet her. She would take away her face. I said, waiting. Now, there was a time I needed to bring something from my house. I had to go to her place. I said, please, all these guys working with you, can you send one of them to come? He said, oh, you go and follow her. Doctor, good morning, ma. You know, so please relate. You see, 2 people now, they've called me because they knew my generator is on. And that's why relationship, make sure that you have good relationship. If you don't have good relationship, robbers may be operating in your domot, God forbid. But because you don't talk to people, they may not take the call to tell you, where are you? Please stay away. There is chaos in the street or in the estate. Please go away. Stay where you are. We'll tell you when to come back. Please. The number 5, I think let's stop at number 5. Next week we'll conclude it. Not because I'm rushing to go and put the NEPA off. No, I'm just careful about time. Then the next one is focus. 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 Focus is superpower. If you treat focus, and you practice focus the way you practice on your muscle, you know, when you want to build a stronger muscle, you do practice with that muscle. Distractions are on the rise now. If you want to believe it, you may just take out your phone. Breaking news. Bola Tinubu stoned in London. Hey, Ogini. From there, a husband cut off the wife's neck. From there, a man plug out. By the time you know it, you have stayed on your phone for 2 hours. I tell you the truth. So focus, exercise focus. It is very, very important. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Concentrate on one thing at a time. You know how I used to do so many things. I want to do so many things. But you know what I usually do now? I'll prioritize it. Strong distraction, I am telling you the truth. It has happened to me. It has happened to me. Now, if not that I began to put down certain things, all these things I'm doing, I won't be able to do them. The books I read, the things I am able to do, I still do personal counseling. Your ability to focus directly impacts your productivity, your creativity, and the quality of your work. In a world of constant distraction, the ability to focus is a rare and valuable skill. Cultivate it daily. Cultivate focus daily. It took the grace of God to make me to focus. You know, I wanted to do so many things, but now I will say, what's my niche? What's my purpose? What's my call? What did God ask me to do? I will remember it's on health. I will run back to health. I may be distracted by something. I will run back to health. Because one of the things that young girl taught me, he said, I can show you how to set your Facebook page. It's not when you wake up in the morning, you will see a 13-year-old girl chop off the husband's leg or the husband's hand. You will streamline what comes to your timeline. That's one of the things she taught me. And when I began to focus in the morning now, by today now, I've already known what to do tomorrow. Somebody called me yesterday that she wanted to come and visit me. When we were still at VI around 3, I told her that visit will not hold because I know when I come back, I'll be tired. And I don't want to start jumping up and down, dressing up to receive visitors. I say I will be tired. So the person told me, let her come today. I said, I don't receive visitors on Sundays. She said, okay, let her come on Monday by 10. I said, I have an appointment with another person because I already know that tomorrow morning I'll go for a walk. 2 things will happen. If I go for a walk, I may decide to go and do exercise. Or if I go for a walk, I may come back, pray with Pastor Jerry. Because many people are doing prayer. They don't do other things. Prayer without action is nothing. Grace without action will bring disgrace. So you have to put things in proper perspective. Okay, this time that I'm supposed to be here now, if I go now to be doing I'm praying, but it's not the time I'm supposed to do that. It's not the time. So please, let's always 5 things we discussed today. Number 1, your mindset. Number 2, your health. Number 3, your skills. Number 4, your what's number 4? Number 4, your relationships. And number 5, your focus. Next week, we will finish the other ones. Next week, we will finish. This focus is a confirmation to the prayer I prayed 3 days ago. I just suddenly started prayer for clear direction because distraction is too much. And most of these distractions are not negative things. They are not, they are good things. So I tell you the truth. They are good things. It's not how you, as a child of God, like I am now, you can't tell me now to go and start watching pornography or go and start uh, going to a sugar mommy site to look for who. I won't go there, but I may see something. This person, he did that, he did that. I will say, it's open. Hey. By the time you know it, you forget. Do you know some people will be surfing the net? The food they put on fire will be burnt. I tell you the truth. So internet is a big distraction. I hope we have learned something. If you have got something tonight, please, can you type 777? And I thank you sincerely for coming. If you are joining us for the first time, this is Great Life with Dr. Afoma. Next week, we will conclude it. Next week, we will talk on our habits, on your knowledge, on your resilience. This is the area I will deal on, because people are asking me, Dr. Afoma, why do you, there is a way you take things that happen to you. I built this resilience. I will tell you next Sunday. Then your creativity and your contribution to the world. What are you contributing to the world? What will the whole world know you for when you pass, or even now? How will people see you now? What would they say that you have contributed? So these are the small things we need to improve. Great value as always. God bless you. So thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate all of you that came. If you found value with it, you can invite your friends, share the link with them, and join us on Tuesday by 8 p.m. on Wellness with Dr. Afoma, and let's see how far we go. Because I trust God that people will understand that living healthily is not rocket science. It's just discipline and people helping them to navigate it. I was there. So I pity people that find it difficult to help themselves. It's not that it's not, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Because yesterday when they were bringing wine, the woman I went with looked at me, said, Doki, they opened the wine. She was even saying, keep the wine here, keep the wine. And there was another wine. I called the girl that did the marriage. I said, do you want this wine? She said, yes. I said, take it. The woman looked at me, said, Doki, say, you know me, anything that in bottle that's not water is not for me. She said, it's true. The only wine I took there was the wine for the toast. They put it in a wine glass. And before I could take it, I had to fill it with water so that it will look like Zobo to me. Because if I take it like that, I don't know how it will be feeling. So all these things, we need to help people. Let's help one another and make this place a better place. God bless you. Thank you so much. My name is Dr.Favour Afoma. We'll see you next week by the grace of God. And do have a fantastic night rest. Bye-bye. Let me stop recording. I think I hope it's recorded from the beginning.